Hi, welcome. Now, in today's session, we'll be focusing on probability. So, get your pen, paper, and most importantly, your calculator, and let's get started. So, before we get started, by now, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. There we go. Our calculator is now reset. So, probability is the likelihood, or one would say that the chance that an event or something will occur or will happen. Let's say happen here. Let's make it easy. Or will take place. Will take place. So we can say that probability is the likelihood or the chance that an event will occur or will happen or will take place. Now, immediately you look at my video and you see it's written lesson 1. You should already know that a second lesson will be coming, and the second lesson will be based on past question papers. So, yes. So, knowing that the probability is the chance that an event will happen, the formula for probability should always be P is equals to possible outcomes. So at the top, it should be possible outcomes. And then at the bottom, it should be total outcomes, the total number of outcomes. Now you will see how this whole formula works. Now, another thing that you need to know is that probability can be expressed in 3 ways. Probability can be expressed in 3 ways. It can be expressed as a fraction. It can be expressed as a decimal. Decimal can also be expressed as a percentage. So 3 ways of expressing probability. And now you have this formula here that we are going to try to use to solve all these questions that we have here. So the first question, so we are given this. So let's say these are learners in a classroom. These are learners in a classroom. In that particular classroom, there are 20 boys and there are, of course, 10 girls. Now, the question says, determine as a percentage. Now, this is our first focus point as a percentage. Remember, can also be expressed as a percentage. So this is our first focus point. The probability of randomly selecting a girl in the classroom. So we are asked to determine as a percentage the probability of selecting a girl in the classroom. So now the first thing, remember we said P is equal to the possible outcomes over total outcome. Possible outcomes, it's how many girls are in class. Well, we can come here and say that, well, in class, we have 10 girls. That is what is possible. But in the whole entire classroom, what are the number of learners that we have in the entire classroom? Well, at random, we can be choosing boys or even girls because this is happening at random. So the total number of outcomes, it's these 20 boys plus these 10 girls. So the total number is 30. But because they said it should be in a percentage form, hence we also have to multiply it by 100. Now let's go to our calculator and say fraction and say 10 divided by 30 multiplied by 100. And it says that the probability of randomly selecting a girl in class rounded off to 2 decimal places, it's 33.33%. So this is the percentage form. So we have answered the question because the question says determine as a percentage the probability of randomly selecting a girl in the classroom. First, this is what is possible at the top. And down here we have the total outcome. Total outcome, we simply add all the learners who are in class. Now let's go to the second one. So the second one is more of an expanded version. So an expanded version, let me add this. Where is it pink? Let me add this so it becomes even much more clear. So these are still girls, and here it's still boys. And this is still a classroom, by the way. This is still a classroom. So let's go back to our gold. So now, here in this class, we have boys and we have girls. Now we have 20 boys, 15 plus 5. 15 are wearing white, 5 are wearing black. We also have 10 girls, still the same classroom. 6 are wearing white and 4 are wearing black. Now the question says determine as a decimal. As a decimal, this is our first focus point. As a decimal, the probability of randomly selecting a girl, but not just a girl this time, a girl that is wearing white in the classroom. So now we are supposed to look how many girls are wearing white in the classroom. Well, we have 6. So that means that our possible is 6, or what is possible that we can select in class that is wearing, or for girls that are wearing white, it's 6. And then the total outcome, remember I said we have to add everything. So first we have to add a 15 plus a 5 plus a 6 plus a 4. Why are we doing that? Because these are all the learners which are in the classroom. This is our sample. These are all the learners which are in the classroom. So it's 15 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4. Let's use the calculator. Let's not try and do mental maths here. Let's say plus 5 plus 6 plus 4. It says it's 30 learners who are in class. So 6 girls wearing white over 30 learners in class. As a decimal, it said as a decimal. Well, let's be here. Best thing that you can do is a fraction form, 6 over 30. When you say equal to, by now you have watched how to use your Casio. So change gives you a fraction form. So it says 0 is 2. And now let's scroll down a bit further, Now it says here, determine as a fraction. See, now they're saying determine as a fraction. Sometimes it can come like this. In fact, this is how I should have structured it. Determine as a simplified fraction, the probability of randomly selecting a learner wearing black. Now you see we are talking about a learner, we are not saying boy or girl, no, but a learner wearing black in class. So now the possibility, or in the classroom, the possibility of learners wearing black in class. Now we have boys. So let's say equal to. So we have boys who are wearing black that are 5. Plus we have girls that are wearing black who are 4. Over. So let's say here again, total number. So it's 15 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4. So here at the top, okay, yes, no mental maths, right? No mental maths. 4, we are going to get a 9. And then here at the bottom, we have already done this. We are going to get a 30. So it means that 9 over 30. So now let's see if this can be simplified. 9 over 30. Can it be simplified? Yes, it can be simplified. This is the simplified fraction. It's 3 over 10. So the calculator is the one that is supposed to simplify it for you. Just insert the numbers in the calculator, 9 over 30. The reason why we had a 9 here, it's because, let me scroll a bit up. So remember, in this particular class, we have boys who are wearing white and black and girls who are wearing white and also black. So the question said that they wanted a learner in particular, not a boy, not a girl, just learners who are in class who are wearing black. So since they're wearing black, we're supposed to focus on, we have 5 boys who are wearing black and we also have 4 girls who are wearing black. So when we add 5 with a 4, we get a 9 and the total number is still the 30. And that's just about that. So yes, thank you for tuning in. Be on the lookout for the next one, lesson 2 probability, because now I'll be focusing on the extracts from past question papers. Thank you. Keep well.